What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm about to show y'all how I achieve this beautiful, clean, naked glam on Nuni Dior. Let's hop right into the video. So I'm just gonna start off with cleaning her face, making sure everything is good and ready for this skin prep that we're about to do before applying the makeup. I'm just making sure that everything is clean underneath her eyes, and just going all around the centers of her face to make sure that her skin is clean, there's no oils or dirts, and just pretty much having everything ready for the makeup. So now I'm about to just go ahead and go in and apply some primer all around her face. I'm pretty sure I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I really love that primer because I love how tacky it gets. And I'm just applying that on her forehead, the center of her face, her cheeks, nose, and chin, and just making sure that gets really tacky before I go in and apply her foundation. Another pro tip is you want to make sure you get that primer underneath the eyelids. And another thing is I have been using the Smashbox primer, the blurring primer underneath the eyes lately, and that kind of helps to prevent creasing, and it helps to blur that under eye area to make sure we have a really smooth and soft under eye. And then I like to go ahead and set that primer with a setting spray. That's the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then I go ahead and dry everything down that we sprayed in those primers with a fan. You can get this fan off Amazon. I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront. So now we're going to go in and just apply the foundation. So I like to call this my dotting method. And so this is where I go in and apply the foundation in spots all around the face. And I do this so I can make sure that the product is evenly distributed around the face. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, so if I'm getting tongue-tied, just bear with me. But I just want to make sure that the product is distributed all across the face. Now we're gonna go ahead and blend that product out. I kind of sped the video up because you guys kind of get the gist of it, but I'm just blending it out using tapping motions all around that face. And I'm just making sure I'm pressing it in under her jawline, her neckline. I kind of moved her around so you all can kind of see the blend. But this part, you don't want to rush it. You want to just ease it in. You want to make sure everything is good and blended. Right there, I just took a wipe to make sure no foundation was getting on her lips, because she kind of came in with her lips gloss, so we want to make sure no product is getting transferred. But you want to just blend, and blend until you can't blend no more. And do y'all see that skin, baby? That blend, it looks like butter. It's melting, okay? It's that Nars, and it's this Instapop cheek brush. Y'all gotta go grab it. But just look at how it's just blending. And Nuni's skin like butter, but her skin's already perfect, but still. But let's hop right back into the video. So I'm just taking some highlighter. I'm taking a Born This Way concealer, I believe in the shade Golden or Natural Beige. I'm gonna actually put the right color below. But I'm just taking that under her eyes, up the bridge of her nose, and on her chin. I'm taking the Born This Way concealer again in the shade Spice Rum for her contour. Y'all do not have to use a contour stick for contour. You can use anything that's darker to kind of give that face that contour, that bronzy look. I kind of went in with something that was darker but kind of had an orange undertone to kind of warm up her face and give her that sun-kissed look. And now I'm just going to keep blending that contour out and kind of blending it with the bottom of that concealer to kind of give it a gradient effect. And I'm going to blend out the rest of her under eye with my Real Technique setting brush. And going to just press the rest of that product into her skin. And I've kind of been going back and forth with the brush and the sponge lately. To be honest, I kind of use whatever works for me or whatever I pick up at that time. But I really love how the setting brushes blend out the product and really melt them into the skin. Like, look at how natural that is and how easy and smooth that's kind of blending out. And make sure when y'all are blending in, y'all are tapping the product into the skin. And notice when I'm blending up towards her hairline to kind of give the face a natural facelift. I'm sorry for talking so much. The next video I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to talk through as much, but I kind of want this to be a real step-by-step walk-through video. So now I'm going to go in with another layer of concealer, but this time I kind of went in with a brighter concealer. I went in with the Tarte Shape Tape in medium tan sand to kind of brighten up that under eye just a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it out some more. Now I'm about to set the skin with the Onesize translucent powder. I really liked this powder at first, but now I'm kind of going back to the Laurer Mercier translucent powder for setting. The Onesize powder is really good, a good fine male powder for naked glams, and it doesn't create any flashbacks, so I really like it for that. But the Laurer Mercier kind of gives me more of that snatch look. But on this, I just used the Onesize. And y'all can see that it sets really smooth and it blurs the skin out. But I'm going to do an updated tutorial. This is old footage. I recorded this video back in October. And I'm just now dropping it for New Year's. But New Year, new me. So I'm about to be producing really great content for y'all. Just kind of comment below what y'all want to see next. But I'm kind of just pressing that powder all over the skin. And just mattifying everything and getting it ready for our next step. So now I'm going in with my Laurer Mercier powder to go ahead and bake what we already set. I've been using this technique where I go in and set with one powder and bake with a different powder, and I've been loving the results. Now I've been going in and setting with the Laurer Mercier powder first and then baking with the Huda powder. Huda Beauty powder, but in this particular video I went in and set with the Onesize powder and baked with the Laurer Mercier. So if you all kind of want to achieve that bright under eye look, I definitely recommend trying this technique at home, and kind of comment below and let me know if y'all like the results of this. Now I'm just going in with some bronzer and I'm just warming up her face, kind of trying to bring structure back to the face because it's kind of flat from all the powders that we put. Now I go in, sometimes I cream contour and then powder contour, or I just powder bronze. With this look, I kind of just use bronzers because I really wanted this look to be clean, really a natural glam, kind of neutral. Definitely didn't want anything to be too much. I wanted it to be really nice and clean. I believe we did this look for one of her video shoots, so I didn't want it to be too much. I wanted it to be an everyday glam. So I'm just building up that bronzer. First I went in with the Juvia's Place bronzers, and then I warmed it up with, I believe, Mocha Mami from the Fenty Beauty collection. And as you can see, I'm just building up those colors. That's how I kind of get that dimension, by building and building and building up colors to kind of achieve the look that I want. So now I'm kind of just building up her nose contour by beginning the bronzer at the beginning of the eyebrow and kind of bringing the product down against the bridge of her nose to kind of shape and carve. And then I'm going to highlight her nose with the setting powder that we used earlier. And then I'm going to carve out her cheekbones using a powder puff. Once I get the shape symmetrical kind of on both sides, I kind of bring it down towards her lip area. Then I'm going to go ahead and carve out the two sides of her nose to kind of reinforce the contour that we applied there earlier. So we're going to go ahead and go in with the eyebrows. Right now I'm just fluffing her eyebrows, making sure all her hairs are out the way. And then I'm just following her natural brow shape. I'm outlining her arch first, and then I'm going to go ahead and outline the top and kind of meet it with the tail. And then I'm just filling in the sparse areas of her brows that need filling in, only in the sparse areas. And then I'm just going to keep brushing that product too and shaping her eyebrow to my liking. And this part doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to go ahead and clean everything up with the concealer. All you want to do is just make sure that you have a good eyebrow shape carved out so we can go ahead and clean everything up. And now I'm taking the e.l.f. concealer, and I believe the shade medium beige, and I'm just carving out her eyebrow. I kind of start off in the arch and kind of bring it towards the beginning of the eyebrow. Sometimes I use a darker concealer towards the beginning, but this time I just decided to go light all the way across because I'm going to deepen that area up with bronzer at the end. And don't mind my broken nail, y'all. For all y'all makeup artists out there, y'all know we never have time to go get our nails done, so don't talk about it. And now I'm just going back and filling in any areas that I may have missed when filling in the eyebrows. Just going back in with that pencil. And I'm just going to buff everything out with a buffing brush, pressing that concealer in the skin. And we're just going to go ahead and bring that all the way down the eyelid. And we're going to just use that for her eyeshadow base. Now I'm just going in with some brow mascara to set the eyebrows and lock them in. Make sure they don't move and go anywhere. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more product to her eyelid to get that base prepped for the eyeshadow that we're about to put on. And I'm just going to grab a little bit more concealer that's left over on my palette. And then I'm going to just go in with that bronzer that we applied on her cheeks earlier and put that all over her lid. Again, this is a Naked Glam, so I'm just trying to use neutral tones throughout the face and throughout the eyeshadow look. Also remember, when y'all are doing y'all's eyeshadow, you always want to use tapping motions throughout the eye. You never want to use windshield wiper motions because it just sweeps the product across the eye versus pressing it into the skin. Now I'm going in with her lip liner. I'm kind of overlining her lips a little bit. I believe this is in the shade Brown from NYX. And I'm just going around her lips. And then I'm going to blend out that line. You don't want to leave that harsh line. You kind of want to blend it in with her natural lip. So now I'm just blending out that line. Making sure I kind of don't see any harshness around the edges. And I'm just prepping it for the color. I kind of wanted to do like a nude lip. I kind of was just winging this. I really didn't know the direction I wanted to go, but I always just shoot for something nude. So it looks like I went in with kind of a pinkish color. I believe that's either the Anastasia pink lipstick or a Juvia's lipstick, but I'm just blending that out with a lip brush. And then I'm going to top it with the ColourPop Juicy Gloss and then end it off with a clear. And right here, I just went in with a little bit more pink. This is the NYX Fortune Cookie Gloss, just to give it a brighter kind of look. That's just how I achieve just such a full lip combo. And that's how everything blends together because I take my time and constantly build up the colors. Now I'm just going in with some black eyeliner. This is the Inglot gel eyeliner, and I just go in with a lip one. It kind of helps it go on a little bit easier. And I just got that on both her eyes. I didn't do too much because she does have bottom eyelashes. I just wanted to make the eye pop just a little bit. Now I'm just popping back on some more bronzer. I'm just applying a little bit more of the Fenty bronzer around the face because we lost some of it when we applied some of the powder. And I just want to make the face pop just a little bit more and warm it up. Now I'm about to pop on some of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Press Powder. And I'm just going to put that underneath her eye to kind of just keep that bright under eye that we achieved. I'm just pressing in that baking powder. You never want to swipe away the product. You want to always press it into the skin to get that skin-like airbrush finish. And I'm just pressing that in all around her face. All of that powder that was all over her face, we're going to just press that in. Now I'm about to just touch up her lip, and I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to do a little bit on her nose and a little bit on her cheeks. I can't think of the name of the highlighter that I use, but as soon as I get it, I'm going to tag it down below. And I'm just taking a little bit of highlighter brush and just taking that up her cheeks just to give her a little glow. And I'm just going to spray her down with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I'm just going to lock in all of those powders. And I'm going to spray her with some Fix Plus and spray all of that into the skin and press it in with a powder brush. That's the key, to press the product into the skin. So this is the end of this tutorial. This is some footage I got from my phone. I was just in love with this look. So perfect and clean and easy for an everyday glam. I'm going to be posting and dropping tutorials every week, so please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all want to see next. Bye!